What is going on, everybody? Thank you for hanging out. Coast to Coast Comics is back. It's always back, man. We're just doing another week. I was trying to find a new hat to put on. Gonna bring out the Phillies cap right now. Baseball, it is back. Oh, sorry about the little strap action. All right. Oh, all right. That looks okay. That looks all right. Thank you guys for hanging. Oh, man. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us right now. This is Comic Book Dinner Party with the comic book community, and we're gonna bring in of course, the live monthly giveaway. But with that being said, I have to bring in my co-host panel member who's been there since day one. He is the one and only, the Hulk Blaster, man, the Hulk Master. He is Jeffrey. What's going on, dude?
What's up, man? How's it going?
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was trying to find my fedora, but the fedora's across in the kitchen area, man.
Yeah, I almost wore this, but I got a special hat.
Oh.
I almost wore it, but I didn't want to get it dirty.
All right. Oh.
Look. World Series Champions 2010. You remember that one?
Oh, yeah. I kind of do. I kind of remember that one. That.
Oh, man.
Yeah, of course.
What are you going to do? This is nice having the season back, right?
Well, we lost our first game.
Well, we did too.
That's all right. We're 0-1 right now, but we have someone. Oh, God. We have someone in the green room.
Oh, what?
So we have someone in the green room, Jeff. I don't know this guy.
Well, if you don't know, what's he doing in the green room?
I don't know. He's wearing a cap. I usually know this guy by Cowboy John or something. But we got John Comes with Kids, and then we're gonna show off our dinners. John Comes with Kids and what?
Oh,
the Angels, baby. You don't like this hat? You don't like this hat?
It looks good on you. I'll take it.
Is that better? You got that one? That's better?
Yeah.
How about the only Mike Trout, the Mike Trout hat?
Don't hit me with the Mike Trout, man.
Right?
I was going fishing for Mike Trout. I wouldn't have to come to Philly, man.
Ooh, bad, baby.
I know. Poo.
Yeah. Got my Mike Trout. This was a giveaway hat, Mike Trout hat. How you guys doing, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Good to see you.
I'm sitting in a very low, tiny chair here, so I feel like a little kid.
Get off Charlie's chair.
It's a sliding chair. Look, I can move around.
I want to say we got 17 people in the house, man. I got my dinner plate right here. Jeffrey picked up a little thing or two. Johnny boy, you got something? I'll show off my first dish.
It's a little early. We haven't even started cooking yet, man.
I know that I was thinking that too, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get something real quick.
Well, we're hanging out, man. We're just hanging out. A little comic book dinner party. I'm trying to try something different, and I'm gonna bring in some Chinese. I got the shirt. I got Chinese chicken and broccoli. I throw some soy sauce in there somewhere.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I actually got a chicken wing. I had to get a chicken wing. Actually, I did not make this dish, obviously. So
Could
there
be,
it
you never
is.
know.
There it is.
Oh, Bake the Snake is in the chat. Bake did a show this evening already, so he's probably getting his dinner because he was on with UK Comics and Cosplay.
Yeah, that's what he just said. He just said he got some dinner himself. He got some fried snapper and truffle fries. That sounds pretty good.
That does sound amazing.
Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up? Thanks, Simon. Appreciate that. Okay, you want me to show you what I got?
You can show what you got, and then you do your thing, man. You're the best moderator in the business, man.
Okay.
So
I don't even know if this is like a place only where I live or not. It's Foster Freeze.
Heck yeah.
Old-fashioned hamburgers. You get your crinkle fries, and then I just got like a big greasy fat hamburger. Like that. 'Cause man, like seriously, I think I could almost eat a hamburger like at every meal. Like that's not even a joke. Like, see what I'm saying? You see that?
Where's the shake? You gotta have the shake.
The what?
The shake.
Oh, I got a soda. No shake this time.
Okay.
I'm on a diet, man.
oh yeah.
No, just kidding. That's a joke. Oh.
We got Johnny Boy right here rocking a nice, beautiful T-shirt. Dark Side or Dark Seed.
Technically, this is Darkseid and Alec combined. This is Alec's anti-joy equation T-shirt he made. So he put a big old beard on Darkseid.
Nice. I saw your Instagram post of that earlier, and I didn't read anything about it, but I was wondering what it was.
I'll drop the link to the if that's cool. I'll drop the link in the chat for his.
Yeah, absolutely.
Public.
You can drop it.
Yeah, so we got some great people in the chat already. Like we were talking about Bake the Snake. We got Two Brothers Comics. What's up, Two Brothers? Good to see you guys. I think they are doing a live stream later tonight also, so if you're looking for something to watch, you can jump over there later on and check that out. We've got Comics Will Break Your Heart. Great to see you tonight. Jack B, what's up, Jack? Victor Olan, my man. Always good to see you, brother. ASM129, what's going on, brother? Good to see you tonight. Simon R, thank you for being in here and being a blue wrencher. Kachung, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Hope you and the wife are doing great tonight. Rob Boswell. Rob, always good to see you. We got Boatwright Family and Comics. What's up, Boatwright? I was watching you on Sean's channel earlier, showing off some of your artwork. Great job there, man. Just a little podcast. Great to see you, as always. K Titus, what's up, K Titus? Thank you for joining us. Zaid, what's up, Zaid Comics? Thank you for being here. Tacoma, always great to see you, Tacoma. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Hillbilly Collector, good to see you tonight. Catch the Craze podcast. Oh, yeah, a little bit of baseball, right? Always love baseball. Bears Rocking Comics. What's up, Bear? Good to see you tonight. Our boy, Two Gun Pedro. What's up, Two Gun? Flash by Night. Thanks for being here. Steven Valdez, thank you for joining us this evening. Justin Birch, good to see you.
What's up, Justin?
Life with Two Ubers, thanks for joining us tonight. And I believe we are all caught up. Bearded Comic Bro just jumped in. Thanks for being here.
Man. We're just hanging out, man. We're hanging out here.
These guys are eating away. Look at them. They're getting get it.
Hey, did you pick up any books this week, John?
I picked up a ton of books this week, and I'm almost caught up on everything. I think there's one book I haven't read, but I was working hard on it today.
Which one was that?
I picked up the final issue of Middle West.
Oh, okay.
But I had stopped collecting it at issue 8 because I thought it was going to be like an ongoing, image book, and I was like, I don't want an ongoing. I just wanted to. Now they're at 18 and they finished it. So I went and got almost all the issues I was missing. I've been reading Middle West all day today. I read 12 issues of Middle West.
Oh, wow. Nice.
It's so good. I mean, I really did miss this world, and it was fun to dive back in. I had read the first 8, but now I've read the first 12, so I got a ton more under my belt. And it just finished. So issue 18 was the one I just picked up. It's in the box over there. I might have to slab it. It's a gorgeous Virgin variant by Scotty Young.
That's where I'm left at. I'm waiting for the last issue to come to the mail. I think I was checking my tracking because I got some certain pre-order books, And tomorrow I'll be getting that book in the mail. I cannot wait to read Middle West, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. I mean, it's kind of cool how the kid got all these powers, man. And next thing you know, oh, hell will break out.
Yeah, I'm only missing. I got my LCS is trying to see if they can back order issues 14 and 17. Those are the only ones that they didn't have in stock that I still needed. So I just like cleared them out of a ton of stuff. I just need to catch up. Hey, Comics Will Break Your Heart is here, and I agree. Yeah, Middle West was really good, and I should have kept up with it. I didn't at the time. I was trying to save up for some other books, and it didn't make the cut.
Nice. You know, some of them are like that. I picked up some Far Sector books. Have you read it? I haven't read it.
It's so good. It's one of the only DC books I'm still reading.
Okay, I picked up issues 4 and issue 6 at my shop this morning, and I immediately came home and I ordered issue number 1 online because I've been here. It's been recommended by a couple people, so I want to give it a try. I still need to pick up like 3 issues, and by the time I get those, there will probably be more out. But it's something I'm definitely interested in checking out.
She's a really interesting character. I think a very different kind of Green Lantern. They even talk about how her ring works differently than all the other Lantern rings. It's kind of interesting.
Right.
And they spend a lot of time focusing on the planet where she's operating and that whole world and what makes it all work. And they only slowly tell you her story. I kind of like the way they do that because it's really a murder mystery. And she's the police officer is trying to solve it in this planet where there's never been a murder. It's been long since there was a murder.
Okay.
Because of the drugs that they give their citizens to control emotion. And her power comes from a strength of will. She needs her active emotion to work. So she's there. Yeah. Yes. Her first appearance is Far Sector number 1. Yes, that is absolutely true.
Okay.
So that's the spec book. If you were going to spec on a new Green Lantern, Joe, her first name is Sojourner, but she goes by the name Joe, and that's her first appearance is issue 1.
Okay, cool. I don't know anything about it. I've heard a couple people recommend it, and I was like, you know what, I want to give it a shot. I saw Jamal Campbell's doing it. You know, he's good, so I thought
very good.
Yeah. So yeah, excited for that. I also. It
kind of died out for me. I mean, just like I don't know. I mean, there were.
You got any copies of it? You want to sell them?
I ain't gonna sell, but if you want the first 3 or 4,
I don't need the first one. I need like 2, 3, and 5.
Rod is like TJ. He doesn't sell his books, but he gives them away.
Exactly, man.
Yeah. Oh, 90 MFC. What's up, brother? Good to see you, Chad. Thanks for being here.
Comics Will Break Your Heart says she thinks that Far Sector will be a limited series, and I wouldn't be surprised, but I also think it's got potential to be a character they could continue to go to because it's a throwback to the older Green Lanterns that were more of where they were a police force and less of like fighting like to save the universe. It was like smaller problems they were solving.
You know, like a year ago, I feel like you could probably go find a video where I'm complaining about how they redo series and rename them and restart them and everything. But I feel like the limited series runs, you know, or the 10 to 12 issue series are actually starting to work a little bit more because, you know, people start to lose interest when you start carrying something on and on and on. So if you're doing something, say you've got a really good 12 issues, you throw it out there, you let it run, and then, you know, you kind of just let that title simmer for a little while until you come up with something good again for it instead of because I feel that way because like Immortal Hulk, reading it was such a great first, I don't know, 12 to 16 issues. And then it kind of died off a little bit. And I feel like it's starting to develop and pick up steam. And the last few issues, I feel like have been good again. But it's just, it's so hard for someone to keep something going on for so long that I'm starting to think that, you know, when you start renumbering them, that is confusing. But I think when you start doing these limited run series, it's actually developing better than I had first voiced my opinion on. I feel like.
Yeah. And I think sometimes the issue is like if they keep going on forever, they reinvent the character and they change everything up. The benefit of something like Far Sector is they're not, Hal Jordan can be Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart can be Jon Stewart. We have many Green Lanterns, so let's just tell another Green Lantern's story.
And I think it's great. That's awesome. I don't have a lot of history with Green Lanterns, but I did the Green Lanterns series with Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz, and I enjoyed that. That was the only thing I've ever read of Green Lantern, but I recommend that series. I really enjoyed that one. So
she's a cool Green Lantern. I like Jessica Cruz too.
Yeah,
and it's pretty cool because Jessica Cruz is, she's Hispanic, whatever. And then you get the new one right now. So that's pretty cool. So I kind of like what they're doing. But I'm sorry, John, so you keep on talking.
Well, I was just going to say, I generally like all the Green Lanterns. I think they're all interesting in their own ways. Vincent McLean, the comic machine, is saying his favorite is Guy Gardner. I've always liked Guy Gardner might be my least favorite, but I still enjoy him. He's more the comedic type comedy relief. Versus, I think Jon Stewart is really, really badass. I think he's one of my favorites. But I know he's very like straight laced and not very like silly about stuff. So it all depends on which one suits you at a certain time.
Yeah, for sure. Johnny Boy always dropping knowledge on all of us, man. We got somebody that wants to hang out on the show. On the comic dinner party.
I see Biggie Shack in the chat. Biggie, I hope you're doing well, buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
Whoa, Biggie's in the house. But we got to bring in right now, man. We're going to bring in a cool homie, a cool friend, a cool guy, man. Let's bring in.
Oh, what's up?
What's going on, Cookie?
Hanging in there, guys. I just had to hop in, man. You guys are talking some good stuff. I was like, man, haven't hung out with you guys in a while.
Yeah, nice. Man. Good to see
I was watching you this morning, I believe. Were you on Sean's? Yeah.
Yeah, I hopped in there on Sean's as well. It was my first time going on his show, even though like we do Silver Age Sunday every single week, but it's like going on his channel, it's a little bit different. It was nice, man. It was nice talking to him.
Good to have you.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have any food, but I did an unboxing earlier on this comic. It's food related.
Right.
All right. Let's put your big name right there, sir.
So it's actually a really, really good story. It's done by Anthony Bourdain, and he kind of co-wrote it. It basically takes place with this rich dude who ends up having like a huge dinner party. And he says like towards the end of the dinner, he gets all the chefs to come in. And he goes and says, hey, let's go and do like this ancient Japanese type of, I guess like horror story and try to one up each other. And then they start telling the stories about these ghosts that weren't necessarily fed, I guess, properly. So they're kind of like going out in the world and kind of feeding on people and killing off people. So it's really, really interesting story. Definitely not for kids, but highly recommended if you like that horror-esque film type of thing.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people talking about that book.
I'm loving it. It's really good.
And I agree, Fuchsia. We definitely miss Anthony Bourdain.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then I know you guys were talking some baseball earlier, so I had to chime in on that as well.
Oh, yeah.
My Marlins, man, they suck.
You gonna put up a Marlins hat? Is that what it is?
I want to burn them all. That's how bad it is, man. I feel so
What
bummed.
happened? You beat my guys last night, man.
That's easy. Anybody can beat you guys.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
That's a fun thing about it, man. Hanging out, man, busting balls and having food and talking about stuff, man. This
Absolutely.
is what it's all about, man.
For sure.
Sorry.
I got these today.
Oh, nice.
I don't know much about them. My shop had both of them, and I didn't have them. And I'm trying to. I didn't really have any McFarlane. I just like his Hulk run and a few randoms, but I think it's probably a good time to get them now because eventually they're gonna just be stupid.
Covers too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few of them out there. I think I had the gold one as well. I'm missing like the purplish one. There's like 4 or 5 of them out
There's
there.
like a platinum one.
There is, and then there's like a couple of airs where like in one panel the lizard is blue instead of green and gray instead of green or something. I just found that out because I was looking at them online. But yeah, there's some weird stuff going on with that book. But.
For sure.
I was gonna say the unstoppable cock blocker. He was talking about the
blocker. What is that for real? Did I?
That's his name, man. That's his name.
He's legit, man. He's legit.
Cock blocker. Great name. Nice.
He was shouting out the Jeff Johns Green Lantern run, which is an epic run. If people haven't read it, just all time great. And
I have not read that, but I hear good things. Yes.
Yeah, Secret Origins is one of the later volumes in the run, but it's a perfect like starting point. You could read that and then go to the beginning and read his whole run. It's really great. But yeah, it's a great book. He also says he likes Rage of the Red Lanterns, and then Blackest Night. I bought a few I posted the
what's up, Puff?
The Wonder Woman Blackest Night when she becomes Star Sapphire. That's a hot cover. And then this is from Brightest Day. You get the White Lantern Batman.
That's sweet.
That's a badass cover. Let's see, who's this one? This is a Finch cover.
Finch is good, man.
Super cool. So I've been snagging some of these from when I see people in the comic community putting them up. I'm always like, yeah, let me grab that. That's a cool book.
Do you know can you cite the phrase?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. In Brightest Day and Darkest Night, no evil shall escape my might. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I couldn't do it either. It's like beware my power, Green Lantern's light, or something like that. Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm sure somebody in the chat will type the whole lay it out. No, I don't know it well enough. I've only ever really read the Johns run, some Justice League when they've had different lanterns. And then I read some of the 90s stuff when Hal Jordan went all bad and evil on us, and they had to replace him with Kyle Rayner.
I was John Stewart, man. I guess kind of watching him off of the animated series, I kind of fell in love with him. Yeah. I was like, let me see what he's about. And the fact that he's like military, he's definitely, like you said, straightforward. He wants to keep like Hal Jordan in check. I mean, he's a good guy, I think.
Absolutely. Not bad, John. Not bad, says Bearded Cow. I got like a third of that, maybe. I don't even know if I got it right, the third that I said.
Kevin Smith, when he's actually an ordained minister, I guess you can say, and he actually marries people, legally he actually marries people, and that's what he tells them to go and recite instead of like a whole matrimony type of thing. He makes them recite the whole entire thing of Green Lantern.
Holy cow. 2 people already dropped it in the chat.
That's cool.
Vincent McLean and Simon R. In Brightest Day and Blackest Night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. There it is, boom.
Awesome.
See, Bearded Comic Bro saying Kyle Rayner is his favorite. And then you got Cookie and I with the John Stewart fan club over here. Although I will say, like, for me, it's John Stewart and Hal Jordan as a pair. Like, I don't know that I like one over the other. For me, it's like those two. Those are the guys.
Tacoma, I like it, man. Lord of the Rings, you got to go with that.
Classic. Yeah, I saw that. Ooh, and Vincent McLean's dropping the like Red Lantern one, and the Blackest Night one, the Black Lantern. He knows all the different ones. Holy cow! Look at him go.
That's cool.
He must be copying and pasting. He's doing too fast.
So I see that everyone loves the Lantern, the Green Lantern. So your thoughts on the movie?
Oh, I liked it. I mean, me and you have talked about this before, though.
I like it.
And I need your thoughts on the movie because I went to the theaters with the wifey, and we saw that on 3D. Well,
I didn't see it on 3D, but I didn't mind it, man. Just put it on, sit back, and watch it. And I mean, it's not like I have a bad time. So to sit there and say complete trash is. I don't think
it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. It's not the greatest thing, but it's
definitely not. And I'm not sitting here saying it's great. We know the CGI is kind of whack, and but like if it's a Saturday and it's 100 degrees outside and there's not much on TV and it's playing, I'll put it on and I'll watch it, and I'm not sitting there like having a bad day or nothing.
For sure. I think the talks of it coming back. I think like Nathan Fillion is suggested to be playing in the film.
I would love Nathan as a Hal Jordan. He'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's getting a little older. Maybe he's not like in his prime for that. But no, for me, like what I think makes that world interesting is I feel like it's better to do a Green Lantern core and just have a bunch instead of doing a Hal Jordan origin story. I think it's just a little bit of a boring cliche, and I think that's why the movie was so boring and flat. And I'm not a huge fan of the Ryan Reynolds casting. I think he's too much of a comedian, and not that character is funny. Certainly has a sense of humor, but he's more. He's shaped on a Maverick, Top Gun style character who has a sense of humor, sure, but is just really just somebody who lives by the rush and being on the edge. And I think it was a little too comedic for me. It felt more like they were trying to make a Marvel version of Green Lantern instead of just making the Green Lantern. And I hear the HBO series they're going to do is going to be a Green Lanterns kind of world TV series, and I'm so hopeful that they make something true to that. That's what I would love to see.
That'd be awesome because they have like an unlimited budget, especially after like Watchmen, how successful that was season 1 and 2. I mean, the world's their oyster, I guess.
Right. And again, that universe is so broad. I mean, you don't need to get into any one particular big epic story. You could just get into the world, the universe police of the Lanterns, and focus, a little bit on this lantern or that lantern, and you don't need to make it the Hal Jordan TV show. Don't need to make it the Jon Stewart show. You could make it a little bit more broad.
I dig it.
Yeah, I mean, the Spider-Verse introduced like a world with multiple characters that really worked out well. Like, I think if you can find some way to do something similar like that, take some of the more popular ones and turn it into a series, I don't see why. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work, like that. But as long as they do everything correct, I think that would be good, man. Like, because there's so many of them. Like, if you're talking about a show, there's so many different Green Lanterns. Each episode could be based around a different one or something like that. I think you have a lot to work with that way.
For sure.
And no, I did not want
every Lantern will have a different origin.
Yeah, and I still think Marvel, like, even with Marvel, like an X-Men like live 1 hour every week series would be a fairly decent idea because
it was a great animated series.
Well, I think that was part of the problem with the movies is there's so many characters and they're trying to introduce so many people into these 2 hour long movies. It's really hard to do that. Try to get you to figure out who this character even is and then care about them, and then the movie's over. Like, I don't know. It's a lot to work in a movie. Like, the X-Men, those 3 movies should have been like 6, 7, 8 movies long if you really think about it, with all the storyline and everything that went over. Like, yes, I love Training Shoot is good.
But no, I was not. I was jokingly talking about Maverick the character, not Tom the actor, because he would not have been right. I know there was a time when he was supposed to be the Green Lantern. No, he's not right either. Honestly, a younger Nathan Fillion is right up the right road for me. I think it could be very good. But again, I don't think they need to make him the focus. I think if the focus was Oa, right, and the whole idea of the Lanterns in general, then you have the chance to like make Hal a small part in one or Jon Stewart a small part in another and give everybody a little time.
And if that's the case, might as well just get the Justice League in there, man. I mean, I would love to get like a real, like the animated Justice League, not the Snyder cut, just give me Justice League. Give me some real good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of opportunities to have cameo kind of stuff happening.
For sure. And the same thing can go with X-Men. Granted, I know HBO doesn't have the rights to it, but instead of doing, like you were saying, character by character, trying to figure out that, give them as a whole, especially how the world is today, especially United States, with how people aren't treated the proper way. You can use that same thing and apply it into the X-Men, and it satisfies people's needs and kind of gives them an escape from reality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. 100% of the reason why I like started reading comic books is because it's an escape from reality.
Yeah.
And one of the best. Like,
well, I was because I thought there were some really fun conversations online with this the end of Zdarsky's X-Men Fantastic Four 4-issue miniseries. And some of the issues raised about, are the X-Men the good guys, the bad guys? And then the middle ground of like, well, how does the persecution of the X-Men relate to the real world, and what are the position? There's a lot of great debates on how it started versus what it's evolved into now, and kind of how does Krakoa fit in? I've heard some really great debates on that.
That's cool. I actually dropped off of X-Men after House and Powers. It was just
Yeah, I did too, but I did buy this today because I don't even know anything about. I haven't read the series. It's just
What issue is that?
It's 5-second printing, but it's got Storm down here, and she's just looking all pretty. So I had to pick it up. Had to pick it up.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What else do you read? Any of the Justice League Dark?
I started reading it a while ago, and then I was like, all right, I got to save for a house. So all my comic book buyings kind of came to a back seat.
Dude, you don't have to say it anymore.
It broke my heart.
Understand.
It definitely broke my heart.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. That's
now I'm starting to pick back up again. Like I've hopped back on Once in Future because that was like my indie series that I was really, really digging. I love it, man.
That's awesome, man, for sure. It's good to have you back. Definitely going to look forward to seeing more of you. Joe 47771 asked a question about my sand dune adventures. Who'd you hear about that from? I think I only told one. Oh, is that the first printing?
Yeah, this is the first printing.
Nice.
It's got one cool sequence in it where you get, yo, Greg's here.
I like it.
You get Storm taking out a Sentinel. This is a cool panel right here. Just blasting that Sentinel. So cool. It's a weird wackadoo issue, not one of my favorites, but
yeah, I'm probably not going to read it. But.
It has X-23. X-23's got a pretty big part in it. Wolverine's in it. So I'm excited to see what it evolves into. But
so it's basically the same cover as that, just black and white.
They changed the color pattern. So
that's cool.
I had to get that Storm cover, right, Jeff?
Yeah, that's why I got it too. Hey, so anybody here read Strange Academy?
No, I wanted to. I didn't get to pick it up.
I haven't read it. I picked it up. The one cover I picked up was the J. Scott Campbell cover, but it's not the Virgin variant, and I only see them talking about the Virgin variant. So there's a non-Virgin variant out there too. Just so people know.
Is it a good read so far, or?
So I've only read. There's only 2 issues. I've read the first 2. I mean, it's enjoyable. I know nothing about that realm, so I'm going in fresh.
Yeah, this is the first time I've even heard of most of these characters. So,
well, I saw someone was like, someone's like, this is a spec book because there's literally 11 new characters in here.
Yeah, there's a ton of first appearances.
And I don't know if that's true or not, but because I don't. But it was fun. I'll stick around for a while and see how it goes.
Yeah, I think that it's 8 or something like that. 8 first appearances in that book. Something crazy. That's why it's a spec book.
So yo, bearded bro, man, what you bring to the dinner party, man?
So, man, it's 8:30 on the East Coast. So I don't know why you're still eating dinner. To the dinner party, I brought the after dinner drink.
There you go.
Oh, okay, that's fine. There it is, the after party drinks, man.
So I had some. We had some pasta already. So that's just sitting.
Nice.
How about this, John? Are you still reading this?
Ooh.
No, he's not reading.
Heck yeah, come on, man.
I think you're getting every cover they put out, right? Aren't you trying or something like that?
I'm trying. Let's see. Boom. It was on top. Boom.
You were talking about Justice League Dark.
I've only read the first trade of Die.
Die is so good.
I really liked it. So I picked it. I don't know if it was because of John or someone. But during quarantine,
too much.
Well, one of my shop had they had the San Diego KomiKHAN trade from last year.
The black one,
trade, yeah. So I picked that up to give it a try and see what it's. And I like it. I feel like I hate Yep, that one. Yep.
I think I'm going to wait for a hardcover before I buy any more trades for Die. I think I'm just going to keep buying them in hardcovers because I want to read them too many times. It's not an easy book to digest. You really need to read it several times and take your time with it. And
how many issues did the first trade cover, Bearded?
I think they're doing 5-issue blocks. So
wasn't the first 6 though? Like the first main like
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
It's kind of 5-issue blocks.
Yeah.
I think it ends.
Okay.
It ends with her when the party breaks up.
Okay, so yeah, I think 6 is the one where the next one starts, right?
Okay.
That's something like that. Okay, that makes sense. Then.
Yeah, I actually haven't cracked open that one that John's flipping through because I was like, it's a special one, so I don't want to open it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I checked out the trade from my library.
Nice. Don't blame me. That's about it. I mean, I picked up a back issue, Incredible Hulk 308. It's a nice Mike Mignola cover, and they're talking about the characters. They call them the Triad. They're supposed to appear in like an upcoming issue of Immortal Hulk and all that stuff. So, might as well.
Sweet deal.
Yeah, no, that Justice League Dark you had there, Cookie, was pretty sick.
Yeah, man.
Which one is that?
Number 1. It's hard to tell with the glare, but
Do they say that it's the first appearance of the Justice League Dark on the thing there?
it does not. It just says variant cover at the top. I don't know if it's going to.
Because I've heard a lot of debate over what is the first appearance of the Justice League Dark and that team first appearance. So I was curious if CGC had weighed in on that yet.
Didn't they have a previous Justice League Dark run back in the day? Like,
Isn't the 52 or is that a different one?
I had heard a few different things. I can open the app here and see what the key collector says, because they might disagree with everybody.
I mean, maybe it's a different group of characters or something, which could be why this could have been there for another first appearance. But I'm pretty sure there was another previously titled Justice League Dark series.
I'm looking too.
Uh-oh.
Did you guys watch it too? Did you watch the series at all?
Oh, the animated series?
Yeah, of Justice. Oh, there was a movie I think of Justice.
That's why I meant the movie.
Yeah.
I have not studied.
I haven't either.
The 52 they're saying is the first team appearance, but they give the different names. So I don't know if how many different, if it'll like the rebirth, it'll be the first team appearance of this team.
Right. Yeah, they're showing the new 52 cover, this one.
Okay, yeah, this one's a variant one of it.
As the first team appearance. But they're also giving several other like key appearances, unofficial team appearance, unofficial cameo team appearance, all the way back to like this stuff, Swamp Thing annuals and stuff back in the 80s, it looks like. Was that 80s? What was that? 1985 was an unofficial cameo team appearance. But you look at the values of the books, it looks like the high value one is Swamp Thing 50. It's the death of Zatanna, like the Zatanna's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and it's funny you say that because Justice League 24 is supposed to be Zatanna will resurrect her father no matter the cost.
Right.
But
So,
it's I've enjoyed it.
I just know there's a debate around it. That's all I know.
I just randomly, because when I put this on my pull list, I was just randomly looking for something to add to it. And if you're just looking for something good to read, that's a pretty solid story, check it out. Seriously.
And I'm always looking for something to get off my pull list, not add to it.
Yeah, no joke, right?
Hey, I didn't even notice. I'm sorry.
Tacoma. I just came home from a comic book run, and there's a box from Amazon of bags and boards. So everybody's favorite pastime.
I was just doing that earlier. Yes.
Yep. Now, how many people on the panel double bag their comics, both sides? Just me?
It depends on the books. Most of the time, no. But like if there's a run of 90s books that I just know are like, well, this is Drek. It's not going anywhere. I'm not worried about it. I'll do that for sure.
I was trying to figure out what you meant by double bag them. I got you.
Meaning like a book on the front and on the back.
Yeah.
I always think it's better for the short box. It doesn't, your books don't start to go sideways. They stay more flat all the way through the box. But
I don't know that it causes a too big of an issue one way or the other. I've just moved to thicker bags and boards and away from the poly bags, so those bags don't allow 2 books very easily. So if you're doing like My Lights or Mylars or Max Lights or any of those kind of thick bag, it's harder to get 2 books in there.
Biggie says he double bags everything.
Hey-o. Well, and like when I was doing poly bags, I did it a little more often. But then I found, like, when I was using Bueller's hookup to get bags, those bags were cheaper than I was getting them elsewhere, the poly bags. And they felt a little sturdier, and I couldn't fit 2 books. So I just sort of moved over to that system. And then lately I've been buying more Mylars and My Lights and putting the nicer books in those and moving the other books into the Bueller stuff.
So how many people have been on that Strange Academy bandwagon?
Just these 2, I think.
Well, I just randomly picked it up when it came out. Like I got lucky. I'm not. Yeah, I haven't been like trying to go out there and buy everything. But
I wasn't gonna get on the train. And then one of the times I was out at quarantine, I saw the Walmart variant pack, and so I was like, all right, cool, I'll pick it up. And I enjoyed it. So I didn't know if I would, but I did. So
yeah, I like it. I mean, it's got that Harry Potter vibe, that Westchester Academy X-Men 80s vibe, that whole like schooling vibe that as a teacher I dig. But I bring it up for this. This is Mark Waid's #1 on Doctor Strange. If you grab this is the first appearance of Zelma, who's like the house mom, like the McGonagall to Gryffindor for the whole Strange Academy. It's a real interesting character. She kind of like knocks on the door accidentally, thinking she was getting a real doctor to help her with her dog or something. And then, she ends up becoming the caretaker of this crazy, wacky sorcerer mansion. And now she's the caretaker of the school. So, I mean, I just got this at half price for $2 or something. So that's one to look out for.
Half price is so good.
What's that?
I said half price is so good.
Oh, I love it. I love it, man.
What was that issue again? Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange, this is not Mark Waid, sorry, #1 on Jason Aaron's run.
Okay.
I think I have a copy of that floating around somewhere.
Yeah, that's the second
It's a cool cover with that big axe.
I like that run a lot.
I want to know if John, you need to read Strange Academy just so because everyone compares it to Harry Potter. Like, oh, this is Marvel's Harry Potter, and I want to know someone who actually is like obsessed with Harry Potter to be like, well,
I mean,
that's what just sold me. Once you said Harry Potter, I was like, I'm sold, man. I'm sold.
Harry Potter's about Harry Potter, and then everything else revolves around him. Strange Academy is really about the Academy. I don't think any one character is taking center stage yet. It's really more about this mixture of like wacky characters, some brothers from hell, and this one from the other dimension, this big purple fat dude, all the different characters. So that's my pick. So I haven't read Harry Potter aloud on YouTube.
I haven't read it because it's not on the Marvel app yet, and the issue #1 is going up and so high in price. That's like I'm not gonna spec buy and buy at the wrong time. I'll wait until it cools off and then maybe look for one for a good price.
I gotta order dinner.
John, did you ever do the podcast for Harry Potter? How they do with the read aloud?
Did I ever listen to them?
Yeah, were you ever to catch that?
I listened to Radcliffe did the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to that one.
It got pretty good. I was enjoying it quite a bit, man. It brought back a lot of memories.
Talented people, I'm sure. I mean, they're all going to just be amazing.
It was.
I didn't want it to influence the way I was doing it. I'm still trying to get Charlie on a regular schedule. She wanted us to do something this weekend, I think.
That's awesome. I want to start reading them again. They're good.
So good.
All right, man. There's so many people in the house, man. I don't even know where to start, man.
We got Perry Comics. What's going on, Perry? Great to see you tonight. The Immortal Biggie Shack. As always, good to see you, brother. Repair Tech Tony. Thank you, brother, for being here. As said earlier, the Unstoppable Cock Blocker. What is going on? Vincent McLean, the Comic Machine. Great to see you tonight. We got Robert, the Comic Book G Spot. Galvin, what's going on, brother? Thanks for being here. Flashpoint Comics. Thank you, brother, for showing up. Dudes Talking Comics. What's going on? Ben Compton. Ben, great to see you tonight, man. Thank you for being here. Joe4771. I'll have to tell you about that trip to the dunes some of the time, man. It was fun, though. See, it looks like we're caught up.
We're caught up, and I got a plate full.
Old Wolf, good to see you.
Oh damn! Old Wolf in the house. He may want to jump on.
Lady Fantastic, Fuchsia, thanks for being here.
So that's the link right there. Wolf, and whoever wants to jump on. But I do have a giveaway because next weekend I cannot be doing a live show because it's the wifey's birthday. So she be hitting that big old 3-1.
Oh man, geez. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes. So next weekend I'm just gonna try to spend some time with her. But I got the giveaway package. Priority mail.
Nice,
The book here is considered a mystery Rican box. So that's it right there. So I was thinking the whole time throughout the day, how should I do this? And I guess most of the people know me already. I mean, my close buddies in the comic book community, Cookie, Bearded, Tacoma, Jeffrey, John. I mean, you guys should know, and the people in the chat should know. I mean, how I got back in the comic book community. Right, so let me stop it right there, man. Let me stop it right there, because I could throw out a year or two, but then it's gonna be quick, man, because certain people know. So
Robert Galvin with the $5 super chat.
We got Very Gary Comics in the chat. Thanks for being here tonight. I had the chance to meet him at New York KomiKHAN. Great dude. Right
what's
there.
up, G?
Couple Comics. Thanks for being here.
ESM.
Robert got his nerdy late night nerdy show tonight. You better be ready for that.
I gotta go to sleep after this and wake up at 1 or 12. I'm trying to think right now, guys. I have a couple of questions I can drop out there, and certain people may know, but I want to make it difficult. Man. I don't know how should I do this, man.
First thing about
All right.
And what year I got back into comic books, and what happened to Roderick's house? There it is.
Yeah.
Can I do this one?
They need
You can't.
StreamYard. I gotta go find you on the YouTubes on the phone.
They need the year, and they need to know what happened to your house.
Yes.
I'm gonna guess the year. I'll put it in private. I don't want to win. I just want to see if I got it right.
I could do the other part of it.
Jeffrey, you are the one that you're the moderator, man. You got this. You know me, and John.
I knew the second part. I don't know the year though. I knew the
Yeah, I'm
second
not
part.
sure I know the year, but
Check the private chat. See if I got close.
Private chat. No.
No to both or no to
I
the
did
year?
you're right, Cookie. The house.
Okay.
Cookie got the year right.
You gotta have two pieces of information. You gotta have the
Yeah,
year,
and
and you gotta know what happened.
Oh, but Cookie, he's not. I
I'm
can't.
not in it. I'm not in it. I'm not in it.
Man.
I'm
So
not
we
in
got
it.
it right.
That was private.
See, I put that date so long ago because you're so big. I thought it would take you that many years to get to your stature, but
I'm not that big. I'm just a regular dude, man.
You're Rod the Rican. Your name rings out from coast to coast.
B-Rod.
He's the icon.
I'm like coconut champion.
And the Fedora Master.
They're all
Okay.
throwing out like West Coast storms at you, like southeast.
Looking at it right now, Ben Compton.
Ben Compton, yeah.
Ben Compton got half, but he's got to get the year. Oh, he got it all. Did he get it all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
There we go.
Wow.
Ben Compton.
Ben Compton.
Superman and Zod.
Ben Compton follows me. I see that. He has the notification bell on. He knows thing too. So Ben Compton, all you gotta do is send me your address on IG or 2005 Joey Black 417. I moved down here in 2007, man. What the heck?
I will say
2005.
you opened yourself up to a lot of comedy here, and they're
That's
coming through.
right, man.
I like 1995. They found OJ's glove in Rod's backyard.
All right, Ben Compton.
I think my head got bigger.
Okay.
Joe says, "How the heck did you know that?"
Mr. Tacoma Comics, sir.
What's up, my friend?
Would you like the community to know what's going on tomorrow, sir?
Yeah, sure, man. You want me to say it?
Yes, sir.
So
I'll
Rod
give
is
you
a
a full screen too.
Rod is the favorite to me. Is doing a little special shout out show. He's doing a young teenager creator shout out show. So he's having both Cade from Burn Block 99 and Rena from the Isle of the Dark series, I think it is. Life with Two YouTubers Kids, and having my kid on to talk about his podcast, The Dungeon Talk, and going to see Rod get blown away by teenage dorkery and geekiness. It should be a fun time. So if you got some time, and especially if you got kids who want to be creators, man, you got somebody who's an author, you got somebody who's got 8 episodes of a podcast out hosted on iHeartRadio, and you got somebody who's making YouTube videos all under the age of 13. So, check it out yourselves, but also get your kids on there if they're interested in figuring out how to start something like that. Should be a good time.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the platform, man, and everybody that they heard me pour my heart out a week and a half ago. I appreciate everybody there, but now we're working on healing and moving forward. So it's a good start, man.
And,
Good stuff.
looking forward to it, and I just the honor is mine to bring you guys on, especially with sharing with the kids and you, sir. Hopefully, it's gonna it'll be a great thing for the community, and hopefully, you panel members will watch Tacoma hang out with the son and Sharon, so her kids.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to hearing how they got started, just to compare it to my son's trajectory. He kind of just took one class on online about podcasting, and he just took it, ran from there.
And that's the great thing about podcasting is, man, each time you're doing it, you're learning something new, and it's so much fun. It really is.
Hell yeah.
Man, how about we guys have a little shot or a drink, man? I mean,
I was going to show some comics, but that sounds like at least a good companion.
all right.
I wish I had another drink. I do have another comic to show off.
You can show off your books, man. You can show off your books. I know Jeffrey got some books too.
I showed him off. Yeah.
I've been trying to finish up the Star Wars run, first volume, so I've just been piecing them up little by little. I think I have maybe 2 more minor keys left, and this one always stuck out with me because I'm a huge Ewok fan, and it's just such a cool cover.
Yeah, for sure. No, it looks great.
I love it.
Yeah.
How many issues is that series?
107. Is it 170? I think it is. I got to remember.
So you tell me you got like 168 of them right now?
No, not that many. I probably think maybe like 60 something of them. I think I have 60 or 70 so far.
That's not bad. You've got the major keys though already. You say?
Yeah, I got the major keys for the most part. I wanted it's just hard to get some of like the really minor ones that are just hard to find out in the wild. I'm trying to get them all out in the wild.
Oh yeah, there you go. That makes it even harder. Yeah, nice. That's cool though. Like, I think like whenever you're collecting anything and you're serious about it, like giving yourself little goals You know what I mean? To make along the way. That's how I always did it. Like for me, it was like start with the cheap, affordable stuff. You know, and then when you get those, okay, get all the Mike Mignola covers, or get all the Todd McFarlane covers, and then you know Al Milgrom, and then work your way back. And then I started after I got all the cheap stuff. And it's probably not the best way to go about it, but that was the only way I could go about it at the time. You know, so if you set little goals for yourself within whatever you're collecting, it's pretty fun. Gives you a little something to do, you know.
What series are you talking about?
Anything you collect for. He's talking about Star Wars. I was just talking about collecting in general.
Because I had an interesting conversation with Alex, the comic hoarder, once, and he was, he's saying there's two ways to go about it. You can like try to get all those little things, right? And if you're looking for a big run, and then go hit the big ones. And we were talking about when I started collecting X-Men again, or you can try to get like 94, 266, and focus on the big ones and then just grab the little ones. And for me, it was more kind of like whatever came along, whatever opportunity, came along. I didn't really have a focus, but it's interesting to think that you could like try to focus on doing it a certain way.
You're absolutely right. Focus is a big thing because when I first started collecting, it was like I was buying, I'd go to the comic book shop once or twice a year, pick out a handful of comic books, and things like that. And then a couple of years ago, when you really get into it, that's kind of where I started back up. And then it's like you start seeing like, the big books that are out there, getting more into it, more knowledgeable, and then things change up. But I just think that whatever kind of a goal you can give yourself it helps you along the way as a collector.
Well, so you mentioned big books, Jeffrey.
I don't have any. So.
I know you got some big books. And I was thinking about doing a video about the comic community. Your top. A lot of people say top 10 books in your collection. How about at least 5? Because you gotta narrow it down, man. I know a few books, and I was walking around the house just thinking about the top 5 books in my collection. Probably whether they're the most expensive or probably just the most important ones in my collection. Top 5.
You'd have to throw that out. You'd have to probably do that like separately, I think, because
Johnny Boy's gonna be going.
That's the top one I want right there.
Right?
Yeah, it's just one. It's just the one. It's just the one.
I love how casually Rod's like, how can I bring up something of mentioning my Daredevil one again?
I thought about it. I thought about that.
I'm on to your games, Rod. I know you.
I'm here.
I don't want to come on and say, hey guys, I got a Daredevil one, but maybe if I can climb the phone.
It's a 0.2, but it's all right.
I like that John had the giant size within reach. Like it's always that close.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what it was Cookie was mentioning some books he picked up, and I've been trying to get some of the issues around the character of Magic, Ilyana Rasputin, and I didn't realize her first appearance is in Giant Size X-Men #1.
That's cool.
You show her as a kid when
Right.
they show Colossus. And then later, there's all the other like first appearance issues, right, that go along with her story, 160 and 171. When you see her blade, her weapon, her miniseries, her 4-issue miniseries has some key issues in it.
Yeah.
I got issue 14 where she joins the New Mutants, and then I need issue 25, or I think I've got it on the way, or I'm a high bidder on something for New Mutants when she officially becomes the name Magic. She adopts the name Magic. But she's a cool character, I think, that will be around a ton. I mean, she's basically like a cooler version of Witchblade. Sorry to burn on Witchblade, but like she's the mutant cool version of Witchblade.
There you go.
No doubt.
Wait, go back to just what Jeffrey was talking about of collecting your runs. I think it's interesting too of like what type of runs you're trying to get. Because right now, like for me, I'm trying to get as many of the Batman books I can from Volume 1. And if I start at the most expensive books, I'm never going to accomplish this goal.
Right.
I'm never going to accomplish it anyways, but
Never say never.
Yeah.
I mean that. Like this community, it's not hyperbole to say like it can do amazing things.
No, I get that, but I can clearly say I'm never going to own every single Batman Volume 1. Do you know how much like the first 25 issues run for? I'm not. There's no way. I'm just.
You might have a secret admirer out there. You never know.
Dag nabbit, if I did, she's not watching this channel. I'm just keep upstairs putting the kids to bed. My wife doesn't watch anything I do.
Yeah.
Language now.
All right, Rod. So let's see the Daredevil. We know you want to pull it out. So let's just see it, man. Let's just see it. We do want to see it.
No, that way. No, I want to see your first books, man. If you had your first book right now, your
Well,
first,
like just one of our top 5.
your top 5, like, oh my God, this is my baby.
Man, that's a tough thing to. All right.
But that's why I said top 5. I could go with top 10. That'd be a lot easier.
I wrote dinner order on a piece of paper. Well, I've got an extra bag now. I had to write it somewhere because the wife's upstairs, the boys are over there, the menu's on my phone, but now I got just a bag and
Menus on your phone. Your menu should be right here. This beautiful plate.
OCD, man. I don't know what to do here.
It's just a dinner party, man. We got Vincent McLean in the house. We got the Macedon Joey back 47, still the comic geek in the house. Our lady fantastic, speaking of Pedro. What's going on, guys? Thank you for hanging out. Coast to Coast Comics. These guys are running around like we're not playing the game show. It's not,
I got 4 of them in arm's reach.
This is not.
Number 3.
Holy crap! Yeah,
Number 6.
you would get that right.
180, and then 102.
Here you go. That's awesome.
You're gonna have to do that.
Jeffrey, slow
It
down.
had to be all
Baby,
flat,
slow it down.
right?
They're
Go
not all
slow.
slabs. They're not. This one's not. Issue number
Don't
6.
rush it, baby. Don't rush it. Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah. And then issue number 3. So.
Look at all those Hulks ripping out of their shirts.
Look at Stretch Armstrong in the background. Look at
But yeah.
Stretch Armstrong in the background.
Yeah, he fell down the other day. Remember? We got Stretch Armstrong right there. Yeah.
Is that an original?
No, it's not. It's I think it's from like 1999 or something. I was looking on
That's
it.
still sweet.
Yeah, I found it in the trash can.
Even better.
Yeah, right.
One man's trash.
Hey, I mean, I that's what I do. I'm not basically like a trash garbage guy, so I find all kinds of stuff in the trash.
Man. This is a hard thing that I feel like to try and figure out like what would be my top books in my collection, because I feel like I have to really think about. And my also thing is I started collecting pretty recently, so they're not a lot of bangers, if you will. I'll never be on the hunt.
Get this. 2.5 years ago when I first started my YouTube channel, I had 30 comic books. That's what I started with 2.5 years ago. Now I've got over 20 short BCW boxes full of comic books. Like,
That's awesome.
I'm not far from you there. I got back into collecting. Our comic shop. There was a comic shop that opened up like 10 minutes from me. And I was like, all right, I'll get back into it. I bought a short box because I could fit half like the comics I kept from my childhood. I kept in that short box, and I was like, I'll just fill this short box. I might get one more. And my wife's like, okay, cool. 2 years later, I have 14 long boxes filled in my basement.
Mhm.
Yeah. And she's like, you remember when you said you only filled one short box? I was like, yeah, I was lying.
I thought it sounded good at the time.
It sounded good at the time. Like, oh, that's
All right,
Yeah,
Rob, and Big and Me.
I've got like 10 short boxes full of Incredible Hulk books, Lady Fantastic. I'm like 26 away from having the full first volume.
Can you guys guess this book?
So Cookie or Beauty?
Is it a reprint?
It is a reprint. It is a reprint. I wish I could afford.
Yeah, me too, brother.
Nice, though.
Beauty. Signed by Stan Lee in a 9.2. Look at that. Damn.
Sweet.
This is my baby, man. I waited
It's
6
dusty.
hours for this
Does
thing,
the
man.
yellow label mean it's verified?
It is CGC verified.
Nice. Oh, okay. I've been waiting. I tell the sob story every day now. 6 months for CBCS to get signature verification on my Stanley Sig. Oh, nice. I love that cover.
Yeah, I have 3 SIGs on here, and I have the remark.
Ooh.
Whoa.
This hat's cleaner. Just for you, Mastodon.
Take this one out of the bag.
Oh man, yes.
Wow.
That's awesome. I don't have that. I have the the regular one, but that's
I was on the hunt for this thing. Like, this is probably one of my first slab or second slab book I ever got. First one was the Stan Lee. I waited like 6 hours for Stan.
Wow.
I got his photo with him. It was so much fun, like meeting him. And of course, like when you're there, it's like they're just douchebags with him. They're like, all right, don't touch him, don't shake his hand, don't do anything. I'm like, I spent $100-something. I'm gonna kiss the guy if I want to kiss the guy. All right. I didn't kiss him. To his knowledge, at least, I didn't kiss him.
So what do you do? Just like you slap his ass like in baseball? I love you, Stanley.
Good game.
Good game, champ. Keep it up.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Clone Wars, man. That is some good stuff.
$25 from Alex the Comic Quarter. About 2 years ago, one of his auctions, and then hold on, you can hear my kid peeing here. And then as soon as the rumor dropped, I bought another copy and flipped it in like a day for double, because it was up to about 100 then, and then it went up to 300 right away. Now the prices are running away. It's insane. But yeah, I will always hold on to that one. I got to get rid of this one. I don't know why I got it. Like, either keep my raw copy.
Ask John.
Yeah, or get a 9.8. I don't know what I'm doing with a 9.6. That makes no sense to me.
Oh, get ready. Here we go.
I got it, but I don't know why I just didn't spend $10 more and grab a 9.8 somewhere. The price in this has dropped pretty much. The 9.6, this was like $50 now. So to me, that's like, I don't know. I have enough dye. If I'm going to get a slab, I should have gotten a 9.8. This was the first big book I bought about 3 years ago.
That's cool.
And I basically, I sold my record collection and managed to grab that.
But don't you have a whole ton of issue ones? Isn't
Yeah, you got like every single one, don't you?
I don't anymore. I have I think I have the Virgin. I have one of every like copy of issue 1, but I don't have any multiples anymore. I pressed and cleaned all the ones I had, and I got 2 9/8 out of them. Wow. Now you have a press?
No, I have a friend. So here's the one I'm going to end up selling at some point. So maybe I'll check with you.
No, I'll trade you 9.6 for it.
Right. I do have a 9.6 of the.
I got that one raw. And that's what I'm saying is I'm not a slab guy. So if I'm gonna slab, like, I might as well get the 9.8. That's awesome because mine's not verified. So
mine's not either. Yeah, this is the green label.
Oh, okay. Is it? What does it say about? It says
it has 2 names written on cover in marker.
Really?
That's really fucking shade. Excuse my language, right? But like, CGC, that's what they do for unverified stuff.
Yeah.
And they really could.
But I know also that I can't. Like, I've had several people say, "Oh, just send it in to CBCS and get the verification." I know this will not stay a 9.6. It'll probably go down, and then I'll lose out. I'd rather stay at a 9.6.
Oh, nice, Jeffrey.
Right? I mean, this is one of my favorite covers of all time.
Yeah, it's literally right above my computer. That cover's sitting there.
Yeah, it's I don't know how it doesn't get any attention hardly, and it is just one of the most beautiful covers ever.
Gorgeous. This is my all-time favorite.
Jeffrey, which one?
This one right here, man. This is just a gorgeous cover. There's not a lot of prints. Nobody talks about it, but it's just amazing. Bam.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful book. And that's what got me into Stephanie Hans. I didn't know who she was before that, and then I'm like, ooh, that's my favorite character. And there's a gorgeous thing. I bought that, and I was like, oh, now I'm a Hans fan.
Yeah.
This is my absolute favorite.
That's a great one.
I like how the cover it brings it in.
That's like the 1 in 25 variant or something.
I think it was a 1 in 50 to issue 2, so like nobody bought it. And I mean, Jorge Molina just knocks it out of the park with this cover. This is so phenomenal. I would actually, if we ever have cons again, I know G. Wheeler Wilson lives in Seattle. I would go get a CGC witness and get this get a SIG verification because even though I don't do that because this is such a gorgeous book. I'm afraid I just took it off the wall. Got the little stick. I'm afraid to like take it off the wall.
You took it off the wall. So when you take it off the wall and say that's a beautiful book, does your wife give you shit?
No, she just walked in, told me she was going out to pick up dinner. She's got no idea what I'm talking about, no idea what's going on. Yeah.
Okay.
I have it stuck on the wall with like the little picture hanging tabs. So when I actually have to pull it off the wall, and I'm afraid I'm going to break it when I do that. So it's going back right now before I get any deeper.
Yeah. Make sure you do that and not talk about sexy covers because I get a little crap on every
high school. It's not a sexy cover. It's just a.
I mentioned usually indie covers or you got boobies and things of that nature, and then my wife will send me a text. I like your thumbnail. Oh, nice thumbnail. And I'd be like, well, babe, what am I supposed to do?
I couldn't help it.
Hey, Rod, I'm going to chat
midstream.
Good seeing you, John. Thanks for showing up.
Take care, John.
I got to help with making dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Johnny boy, thank you so much for hanging out. Everyone, subscribe to John Comics with Kids right now. And damn it, I did not drop his link in the description.
Who cares about my link? I'm going to drop Whitewell Comics TeePublic link.
Yeah.
But I got t-shirts too, man.
Get that awesome TeePublic Whitewell Comics.
Oh,
and I got to buy
Whitewell Comics, man.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Thanks, dudes. Talking comics. Appreciate that. Vincent McLean says that he just bought that Ghosts book when you showed it, Cookie, the Anthony Bourdain.
Right on.
So yeah, I think you'll be happy with that one.
Yeah, let me know what you think, Vincent. Because it's a good read, and it definitely once you read the first one, you want to start reading the rest of them because they continue on.
That's what's up. I need to check
Pretty
that out.
I dig it. But I actually got to run myself. But I just wanted to pop in for a quick second, and an hour later.
Hey, well, it was good having you on, Cookie.
Absolutely. Sure. Take care, gentlemen.
You too, brother.
Cookie, man. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Hey, buddy.
Make sure you check out his podcast, man.
Follow him on Instagram. Just a little.
Actually,
podcast.
1 second, right now, before you go, Cookie.
Yeah.
Let the people know, man.
Oh, I didn't expect that. Hey guys, I'm Cookie from Just a Little Podcast. You can find me on Instagram under the same title. I have a podcast out on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Stitcher. I mean, it's endless. The world's endless. You can find me everywhere pretty much. I'm also on Twitter as well. I don't really hop on much. And then I'm on tomorrow, Silver Age Sunday, on Conquistador Kavi's channel.
Sure.
Definitely check me out there because we talk a lot of food and we just shoot the crap and just have fun.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
For hanging out.
Absolutely. Take care, guys.
You too.
So, man. And then there were 4.
Right.
There it is.
You got time for a little call action?
Yeah.
All right. That way I don't have to go live later. So yesterday, went to a comic shop. One that's not near me. The first time I've been out of Tacoma for like months, right? I went down to Olympia to Gabby's Cards and Comics. Anybody that lives in this area, they know Gabby's Cards and Comics. It's like a 10,000 square foot building, 2 floors. The top floor is all dedicated to like role-playing games. She has like hundreds of people there every night. And the bottom is just endless comics. And she's the nicest lady in the world. If you're ever in Western Washington, you got to go to Olympic Cards and Comics. So I went there yesterday and there was traffic. It pissed me off because I didn't have as much time in the store. So I went there again today, even though it's a half-hour drive away at minimum. I went back and they had all these beautiful Lumberjanes variants. And I asked them, what does this yellow sticker mean? and they mean, oh, that's just that is just cover price. So all these like variant covers from early on in Lumberjane's runs, and they all were cover price. A lot of them had, and I just love the artwork on these. So Lumberjane's a weird thing for a middle-aged man to be into because it's about 5 girls in summer camp. But I spent a lot of years as a camp counselor, right? And so Lumberjanes, like the hijinks they get up to, just really resonates with me because we used to get up to some hijinks. Not magical hijinks like they did, but still hijinks to a great degree. So I was pretty psyched to get all these. You know, I've got issues 1 through 70 something, and now I'm working on the variants, the virgin variants of the whole run. And just, you know, they got guest artists doing these, and there's just some beautiful, beautiful art on these. Really, really love it. And what I love, and you guys will probably agree with this, the price, these yellow stickers, they come off easily. Like, I hate when you get a sticker from a shop, right? I gotta take it off, I'm too hot. And you can't get that sticker off, and then it ruins the bag. But I don't want that yellow rectangle ruining this. So if you don't know Lumberjanes, it's these 5 girls at summer camp. It's like The Simpsons being in 4th grade for 20 years. They've been in summer camp for 75 issues, but they're all there. And you got Joe, who is trans, so converted into female. Got Ripley, who is like the kid that gets dirty, and she just wears these knee-high socks, bruises on the knees, gets dirty all the time. April, who's this like everybody's best friend, but is also very like hoity-toity. And then Mal, and I always forget her name, who halfway through the series hook up with each other. She's super shy, but when she breaks out of her shyness, she's super courageous. It's a great kids read, but I dig it too. I totally dig it, and I'm so ecstatic to get these virgin variants. So if you look, the price on these is like $6.99, $7.99, $9.99. They gave them all the cover prices. Those yellow stickers meant their cover price. So I was like super, super psyched for this. And then I found one of the ones that I was missing, which is that 68. I'm missing a few in the 60s when I switched LCSs and I tried to do my my pull list by memory. Never works. This was a book that Timua on IG's been talking about, and I just thought it was a funny cover, but apparently it's like only a 6,000 print run, and so it's sort of a hot book. And I think maybe there's an animated TV show coming out connected to it. There's Lockjaw and the Pet Avengers. I don't know. It was cover price. The Camp for Hardcore Lady Sex. Comics Will Break Your Heart knows what I'm talking about. This is a book that was hot once and probably isn't, but this is the first appearance of the animated Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. Right, so you might want to look in your back issues in your comic book shops, see if you can find that one. Don't overpay. It's like a $5, $10 book on eBay, but you can get it for a price. First appearance of Rose Tico, the underused characters from the last Star Wars movie where they did everything wrong.
Ooh.
Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry. Where they told a really, really long story, and instead of saying it's okay not to have a name, they said, no, why don't you just choose Skywalker as your name at the end? Yeah, these are beautiful, these Forces of Destiny. This is Elsa Chartier, who does a lot of work with Matt Fraction and is a great artist from France. This one is from the animated. They don't credit an artist on this. This is the Forces of Destiny book. They just say animation art. So it's taken from like an animated TV show, but they don't actually say who did the art on that, which is really annoying. 2 more here. They're both Lumberjanes. The 2 more Lumberjanes right there. So that made my trip worth it today. Since when I went there yesterday, I didn't have my list. This morning, I went and made my list of which Lumberjanes variants I needed, since they don't have numbers on the front. And then I attacked. I attacked with fury. Definitely a good day.
Wow, nice. Yeah.
Tacoma Comics coming through with the home run grand slam. grabbing a bunch of books, man. That is pretty cool, man.
It's all about, right?
And
what you drinking, Jeffrey?
Rock stars.
Oh.
No alcohol tonight. Gotta keep myself out of trouble.
There you go. Hey, smart, man. I'm not that smart.
It took me a while.
I just want to say hello to everyone that's been hanging out with us throughout this night, man.
We got a couple new people in the chat. We got Scott424.
Now.
Thanks for being here, Scott. Man. Chaos and Comics. What's up, brother?
Vincent McLean, the comic machine.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm gonna go sub that up right now.
Yeah, no, Vincent's a good dude. I just was on a stream with him Thursday night on
the
KomiKHAN channel. So yeah, if you guys haven't subbed him up, sub him up. I know he's a newer channel, I think, maybe not, but
yeah, 116 subscribers.
Yeah, hit him up if you're in. He's a good dude.
So
who else we got that I don't know? Scott424. I think that's Scotty Young, actually.
Make sure, of course, man.
Could
be. You never know.
Man, Jeffrey, the link is in the description below. All you guys, everyone in the panel members, everyone in the chat, make sure all you got to do is click the link. It will drop down, and you'll check out Jeffrey's channel.
No, that's for Vincent. That's for Vincent's channel. I dropped a link for Vincent McLean's channel.
I'm talking about you, Jeff.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, thanks, Fisha. Yeah, I was just saying thanks for stopping by, Scott424. Appreciate you being here.
So, Comics Will Break Your Heart just mentioned the bitch planet behind me. So if you look right here.
Man, that's a good eye.
It's not, because she's from Portland. Knows Kelly's too. We like the same stuff, she and I. But
I hope she's okay. I hope you guys are okay in Portland, man.
It's a cutout here, but it's the lady's got her fingers up like this, and in the cutout there's a little triangle. You can guess where. I've had that book there the whole COVID time when I was teaching my class from my comic book room for March, April, May, June, and they said, have a blank background so no parents complain. You don't want to have anything inappropriate there. And I'm like, I'm going to keep my bitch planet because,
Nice.
I hope nobody's watching from school.
Little did you know that your entire school subs to Rod's channel. So you're kind of screwed, Tacoma.
No. There'll be no kids watching this.
Right.
It's too late once they are, right?
Oh man,
it will be nice to see her jump on. It would be nice to see.
I've had one kid stalk me basically because he was trying to get to like his kid who just couldn't do anything in class. So like I was trying to help him find his YouTube channel on my computer in classroom, and when I logged in, my YouTube channel was there. So he's like, Tacoma Comics, right? So every once in a while, like all last year in the fall, I would go live at like 10 at night, and this kid would be popping on. I'm like, would you go to bed and go to sleep? And then I have to explain to everybody, quiet, don't say anything till I get this guy out of here. He eventually got the message that I'm really boring to a 13-year-old. And so that's the way to get rid of him.
Oh, man.
Middle school, Scott. Middle school, 7th, 8th, robotics and STEM stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, ladies.
Rob, what did you grab?
What did I grab? I grabbed a plate of food right here.
You were talking about getting drinks, so I left to get a drink to join you.
Well, I got oh damn. I hope the Carmela piece did not lick off some stuff on the floor. But I got the original vodka. It's what I It's what I do. And then I got some cranberry.
Oh yeah, vodka and cranberry juice.
Very, very Sex in the City of you. Very nice. You know, 4 of us could probably do like a reboot of Sex in the City.
Ha.
That'd be tough. 'Cause
No, what's that crap?
I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what it is. I wouldn't know what a reboot would consist of for us. So
I don't know, but I want to be the slut. I'll tell you right now. So
Well,
if we did the TV show,
you're talking about some centipede stuff. I'm not gonna be in the background. Whoa, man.
Rod took it there.
Well, then he started it. I'm not gonna be.
And Rod finished it. Tacoma set you up, and Rod's like, all right, I'm going to just.
just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Oh, man.
thank you all for hanging out. I'm still hanging out, having a good time. I'm gonna have a little drink with my friend Tacoma, my panel members right now. We have Jeffrey KomiKHAN Henson. He is the Hope Master, the Hope Knowledge Dictionary.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I know a little bit about the whole.
Yeah, you do. And we get the bearded comic bro in the house hanging out with us right now. You guys, I hope you guys, if I have not given you a wrench, then when you get dropped, you're the link.
Am I? I feel like I am a wrench. I should, but.
So,
Don't start with the blue wrench stuff, guys.
I spent a good 20 minutes.
I thought I should have a blue wrench.
No, I was saying, you said drop your wrench. I was like, I think I actually am on your channel. I'm only on a few.
Jeffrey bearded, and I gotta give to Como.
Oh, don't give me a wrench. That's just dangerous. So I kept
Why not?
books out of the bag so I could see what issue they were. And then when I was checking out, the lady at checkout just did this. And I'm like, now I feel like an idiot because all I had to do was raise that a little bit instead of taking the whole book out. And you see what issue you got right there. So
I probably wouldn't have thought about that either. I would have done the same thing you did.
yeah, I'm just like, okay, next time I'll do it that way. They were, and then when so Bearded, did you like Rise of the Skywalker?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Here's the deal. I liked all the Star Wars. Like, there's not a.
Get your ass out there.
I liked the prequels, but in the prequels setting, I was right at the prime age for it to appreciate it and like them. And I liked what they did at the end. I liked Rogue One. I like Solo. My thought on the whole process is, man, I am 35 and I'm being able to sit in the theater and watch a new Star Wars movie. Is it perfect? No, but it's Star Wars, and I'm happy about that. So that's kind of where I'm at.
That's where I was, like, watching Rise of the Skywalker, but I find it's one that I don't think I'll be rewatching on the Disney app. Whereas, like, me and my kids, we've watched Solo about 5 times. We've watched Force Awakens 6 or 7 times. You know, it just, and I loved the battle in that, like, water world between Rey and Kylo. But there is so much that just bored me about that. It was just such a large movie. I don't know that I want to watch it again as much as some others. And I think you're totally right about age, right? I'm a good deal older than you, let's say. And so the original ones came out for me the same time that the prequels came out for you, at the same age the prequels came out for you. And, you know, I was blown away, but I also have to recognize, and I don't think enough people do, Star Wars was groundbreaking. It changed cinema. It changed pop culture in a way that was so strong and big. I don't think it's fair to expect any movie to do that again. Right? So if you weren't around back then, you don't recognize the changes, and nobody will go back to the original movies except people who were young when they came out and recognize them for that. I think because blockbusters didn't exist before that, and that's something.
How about my buddy Jeffrey?
Huh.
What do you think about what Tacoma is saying about the?
He wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I had to wake him up, man. But
Yeah, so like the prequels, when I saw the prequels, I was like, oh my God, these are horrible. I went into school the next day. My kids were like, these are awesome. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm just old.
Star Wars. You're talking about Star Wars. Okay.
We're talking about Star Wars, my friend.
I've seen the original 3, and I've seen the 3 prequels, and I have not. I don't think I've seen the newest one. I think I saw that one where Han Solo dies, and I've seen those 7. So I
hope Harry's not watching.
I don't follow up on Star Wars a whole lot.
Yeah. So Scott and I are the same age, and I think we got the same the same belief system when it comes to Star Wars. But I just watched him with my son. My youngest son. We watched Revenge of the Sith, and we're like, okay, there's a cool battle at the end, but what was the rest of the movie for? And it's just it's hard, especially when you see what they did with the same material with Clone Wars. And Clone Wars to me is some of the best Star Wars ever. Really.
And I don't want to take this. I don't want to take over Rod's show of being a Star Wars debate.
Go ahead.
But I feel like though the only issue I have with that is, because I saw Scott 424's comment about the prequels and that Jar Jar ticked him off. But I feel like people have to remember who it was created for. It was created for the fans, obviously, but also trying to get a new generation. And obviously Jar Jar was people didn't like him, but I've gone through and watched the entire series multiple times. And here's my hot take. C-3PO is just as annoying, in my opinion, as Jar Jar. Maybe not as annoying, but he's right up there as just as annoying. If you're watching the entire original trilogy, but it works for younger kids. I think that catches it in, and so you have to have that catch for that. And I think sometimes us as old heads of fans, we can get so caught up. And it is Scott's right to sell toys. It's not. I mean, that's every property. They're going to add everything in to sell toys. But
my theory with that, I understand. I mean, that's all you hear when it comes to Jar Jar Binks is how people hate him and everything. But you got these serious movies like Star Wars, but they're serious movies. They're not comedies or anything like that. But there's some pretty serious, dramatic movies. You always need that character, whether you love him or hate him. You got to have somebody there to like. To balance out the seriousness with the lightness. And I feel like that's all Jar Jar Binks they were trying to do with that. Maybe people get annoyed by the way that he talks or something like that, but I feel like his part in the movie is kind of essential to give it, the light to the darkness. Like, I don't know.
I think Bearded makes a really good point. Like, I don't think the prequels were made for fans as much as they're made for a new generation and push CGI. And so for fans I think we expected, and this goes back to my original comment, we expected something groundbreaking. And there was something groundbreaking in the CGI that was used. We all hated it. But, if you look at it from a different lens, it totally moved CGI forward. It was the first movie to be almost all CGI. And then CGI had to start somewhere, and it really developed from that point. And so I think that it was unfair of us to expect another original trilogy, even though we were all freaking hoping for that in the theaters in 1997. Right?
Well,
I didn't see the movie in theaters, so
I seen when it dropped out. It dropped the new thing, remastered and all that. And that thing was amazing, should I say.
What's that?
It was episode 1 when it all started. I'm not making no sense whatsoever.
but it's good. It's good though. So what's it called? Vince is giving another shout out to Jar Jar, right? A little more Jar Jar support, and a theory that if you ever seen the old Jackie Chan movie Drunken Master,
Yeah, it's good.
that Jar Jar was a drunken Jedi master, and I've heard that before, that Jar Jar was an actual Jedi. But saying he's the drunken Jedi is actually pretty hysterical. I like that.
Snake in the Eagle's Shadow too is a good one, Jackie.
I think that goes with us, even to bring it into comic book realm. I think that's this thing though with movies is we're gonna go see it as comic book fans if it's a comic book character or property that we like. And I think a lot of times now producers sometimes are trying to get it out to a new generation. And we aren't as much as we would like. We're not the target demographic sometimes.
No, and I think that carries into like the newer comic books because people are asking why Venom 3 is getting so much hype, because Venom 3 is a cool, popular character, and any of the younger generation that's coming into comic books are going to want Venom 3. Like that's just like we are getting older, and there's a younger generation. It's coming in, and they're going to like the newer stuff because I think that's what's there. They're seeing the new movies, the newer comic books are on the shelf. If you're going to get a newer generation into comic books, I think that's why some of these newer comic books take off as well as they do.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it is. I think sometimes because we are so passionate about things that we love, we can be so vocal and almost like try and kill. Not purposely, but like kill a property because we are so vocal of it's not the way we grew up with it or liked it. But honestly, that's already in existence. Like, we're gonna check it out. I'm gonna check out Batman comics for the most part, no matter what, because that's what drew me in as a kid. And I think, okay, well, how can we get new generations into? Now, maybe Batman's a bad example because it's so well known. But if you think of other comic book characters, I mean, Venom, I think, is a great example. Like, you think of other characters that maybe isn't as popular or well known at the time. How do you draw in a different audience? Because if we don't expand the audience of comic book growers, and readers.
No, I totally agree, because I'm on shows with like Tony Sanders and JD, and they like a lot of the classics, the Golden Age, the Silver Age, and I'm watching them showing them off. And to me, it's like I respect what those comic books did for the industry and where they come from, but like looking at them and seeing these Gold Age, like they don't do anything for me. Like I like the new stuff. The new stuff is what I like. The Art Germs. I like the Jim Lees. I like the Todd McFarlane. That's what brings me into it. I totally respect the Golden Age era, the Pep comics, the Wiz comics, all that stuff. But honestly, that stuff's not on my radar.
Have you read read a Silver Age or Golden Age comic?
No, I don't think I even own one.
They're hard to read. Like they are a different creature than what we're used to, and they are definitely hard to read. Like the dialogue is very over the top. The thought bubbles. I mean, thought bubbles was what I grew up with. Claremont X-Men in the 80s. Thought bubbles were everything. Every character having an inner conflict with a little thought bubble. Those hardly exist anymore in comics, and it's I think everybody kind of falls in love with their era, but there's enough good stuff, new stuff coming out that I'm discovering, like that Far Sector we were talking about before. I'm totally in love with that. Yeah. And Vincent mentions Clone Wars. Have you guys seen the last season of Clone Wars?
Mm-mm.
So that's new. That came out this past winter. The last 4 episodes of season 7 of Clone Wars were some of the best and most riveting Star Wars I have ever seen. It gave a new spin to Revenge of the Sith, and it kind of blew away in your mind like that Dave Filoni could find something new to mine here and a different spin on something and really just make it entertaining as well. The last 4 episodes of that season were phenomenal. I suggest anybody watch those that can.
Yeah. And that's, I think it's, like even Southern Geek just commented here. I think it's a good point. I think we can get so caught up because I think when Dark Knight dropped, 2008, that was kind of, Dark Knight set the tone. I mean, Batman Begins kind of helped, but Dark Knight kind of set the tone of being comic books, being able to be a darker comic book. And, comic book movie. But if you look at Batman movies, you had the Adam West, the campy Batman. You had the Joel Schumacher, which was geared more towards kids. There's not a lot of new stuff that's coming out, Batman wise, that I feel like you're going to be able to show kids. So where do you find that balance of putting out stuff for kids for a next generation and for then us that grew up with a generation? And I think that's where the market is interesting, because you want to find ways that you can, especially with comics, there's a lot of Batman comics I would not give my kids. I need to find like Batman the Avengers Continues now is coming up. I'm like, okay, great. At least that's something that could start. And I think it's important, to try and find those ways to bring these characters into for us and for next generations. But
yeah, and you got to remember, like, not that it's anything that any of us go, but like, as it feels to me, at least, it feels like as we go generation through generation, desensitization, like what was okay like 50 years ago is or what is okay now was not okay 50 years ago. Like, if you listen to the music, see the new music kids are putting out, I'd give them a Batman comic book right off the shelf before I'd let them sit down and watch some of these music videos that are going on, So, I mean, it just obviously it depends on you and your thoughts as a parent and as a children and individual. But like, I mean, I feel like some of the new Batman books are better than anything that kids would see.
Right. Yeah. I was just trying to use that as a.
No, I totally get you, for sure.
No, I mean, you're absolutely right. If you look at the Tom King Professor Pig issue, that was like a nightmare dream of a slaughterhouse. He's being tortured by Professor Pig, and like Mitch Gerard's art on that, like that is not something that's okay, for kids, at least without prefacing. I mean, I let my kid, 13-year-old, read I Hate Fairyland because he loves that. But like, I'm happier with that than and the girl cursing than I am with him reading that Batman or something. That's adult stuff for sure. And I think that makes a good point. Like, where's the kid Batman? Like the current kid Batman, not the 30-year-old kid Batman. I mean, that's a really good point.
Well, because I mean, think about it. You ask any Batman fan, what's their Batman? Like, who's one of the quintessential Batmans? A lot of my generation says Kevin Conroy, Batman the Animated Series. Well, because it was geared towards us and it was good. That's, I think, was key too. Is it was geared towards kids, but it was good.
It was amazing.
Yeah. I missed all that, but I heard it was really amazing. Like, a lot of people like that.
Man, do yourself a favor and go through that.
I will get to it. Definitely, it's on the list, and the list is long. Rod, you doing okay there?
Yes, sir, man.
Man, the chat's worried about you, Rod.
Yeah, the chat's worried about you. You're right. You're letting us all talk ourselves to death about generational, pop culture.
Oh man, I just got a lot of things in my mind right now.
Yeah, that's why we're asking if you're doing okay, man.
I'm doing good, man.
Good,
man. People trying to crap on me, man. You can't crap on the roster.
Crap on you. They're just worried about you.
They're not crapping on you. They're just making sure you're okay. That's all.
Yeah.
Right. If I can slur a word or two, then whatever.
It's like everyone was checking with Jeffrey when he put on a Bulls hat. Like, are you okay? Like,
yeah. Well, yeah. Mastodon was telling me my other hat was dirty, so I had to put on a clean one.
We got Scott 424 in the house. Phil in the house. What's going on? Steven Valdez in the house. Get the hell away. Now I got my pets around me.
If you have an iguana, is that a cat that keeps coming in, Rod?
What was that?
You got a cat that keeps coming in? Or is that an iguana?
No.
Highland G says you were rubbing your head, so he's worried. He doesn't know what maybe he doesn't know what the baldies go through, man. We we kind of always want to check for what's missing. You know, what once was, what has been.
Jeffrey's feels left out.
Reminiscing. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. You want me to,
Oh man, look at that.
You guys want to show?
Look at
You want me to just show you guys what you don't have?
I need a haircut. That's for
Get that hat
sure.
back on.
Everyone's complaining about getting haircuts in quarantine, and Ron, Tacoma, and I are just like, please.
Right. Oh, thanks for showing up, Scott. Hope you enjoy your fish sticks.
That's hysterical out of context.
Let's end this show before everything gets off the hands and off the craziness. Unless you guys want to keep on rock and rolling.
I think we're good, brother.
We all spoke some good points and made our.
Hey, one last thing. Like, you know, just collect what you like. Don't let anybody give you any crap about it. The one thing that I've learned as I get older and I grow is, if anything, just be okay with people being different. Like, let somebody be different. Let them enjoy what they enjoy, and you know, like what you like, and just push people in a positive way to keep doing what they enjoy. So, everybody, just be nice to one another. Love you all.
Sound advice, sir. Sound advice.
That was coming from Jeffrey KomiKHAN, and actually have your link in the description below.
It is. It's there.
So, man, honestly, man, I'm gonna see something real quick.
Okay.
Guys, man, just everyone in the house, just tough times, and I just hope everyone in the house, just in the community, just do what you have to do, even though you don't want to. When it comes to a mask and things of that nature, I hope you guys just do it.
Yeah, we'll get through this.
It's annoying. It's annoying. Trust me. After I go to work, I wear it for 8 hours. Same way my wife wears it for 8 hours. And she's a nurse. And my mother-in-law is still on a ventilator after a year and a half.
Shit.
So that's the reason why.
Be safe, everyone.
Yup. You'll get no argument here.
Yep. And we're always thinking and praying for you, Rod.
Stay tuned tomorrow. Shout out show Tacoma will be in the house. It's gonna be a great show, Tacoma.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody in the chat, for showing up tonight. We appreciate you all being here. Highland G, thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. Gore Vidal, thank you guys.
All right, guys. I'm gonna end the show right now.
Ah, fuck. Missed an eBay purchase, but that's okay.
It's kind of hard with it. Two screen.
Did you click the in now?
No, not yet.
Oh, I can add that to the bloopers. What I want to do.